Hey guys, Josh here with another Spotlight, and this time the Spotlight is actually going to be on some beta coverage of the upcoming MMO Defiance. This is being put out by Trion, who you may also know from, well, mainly from Rift. Rift was the other moderately successful fantasy MMO that was out. It's been out for a little over 2 years now, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, I actually played Rift for quite a while, and then they destroyed the cleric class, and I hated them. But yeah, they've also got a strategy game that name eludes me right at the moment, but it actually looked fairly entertaining. I never actually played it though. But anyway, this is about Defiance, and Defiance is actually rather unique for a couple reasons. One, it's a shooter MMO, it's a third-person shooter, which historically has not gone well. In other attempts, most notably I'm thinking of APB here, but they do a fairly good job by piggybacking off of the success of other games. And I think this has a pretty good chance of doing alright. The other kind of interesting thing about this is it's actually being tied in with a television show, also being called Defiance, which is going to be airing on the Sci-Fi channel, I believe. And the game and the show are both going to be starting mid-April. Now, this is I believe, their final beta weekend. Maybe not, though. I managed to make one character with an awesome name, and I didn't get him very far, but a good little ways in, enough to get a feel for the game. And for this, though, I will go ahead and show you character creation. And the other thing that's a little odd about this game is very, very much so it controls better with an Xbox 360 controller. And you get a little bit of story here in this intro. I'll be honest here, this seems to be pretty indicative of Trion's storytelling. It seems to have a very in-depth and interesting story, but you have to do your own work to actually get to all of it. It doesn't really tell itself to you. You have to go out there and find it. And I don't know if it's just the way I play MMOs or what, but I couldn't be bothered. I was moderately curious only because of the tie-in with the television show, which to me seems like an interesting gimmick, if nothing else, but I have no idea why there are aliens. I guess they showed up. That's kind of how it works. Whatever. But, this little intro will give you a kind of an idea of what's going on, but not really. Clearly there is a military guy. That's what we know so far. Sorry about the weird hiccup there.
Listen up, people. We just passed the Golden Gate. We'll be on site in less than 20. So you got 10 to secure the rest of that gear and get yourself strapped in for a landing. Repeat, 10 minutes until lockdown, people.
That's an unacceptable response. Must I remind you who I am?
What the hell is this?
I don't care what your protocol is. You're here to help me, so that's what I want you to do.
You're dismissed, Private. What's the problem, Von Bach?
You better get your men
The problem
alive,
is you're
Captain
not
Grant.
David
I
Letterman.
want my equipment out of storage.
I mean,
my
wait,
ARC hunters and
I don't look
depart
like...
as soon as
Never
we
mind.
land.
The Earth Republic is in a limousine service. Your gear's locked up and we don't have time to dig it out. Now please, find your seat.
No offense, Captain, but I think your orders were to do as I ask.
My orders come from my superiors. People in Manhattan wearing uniforms, like this. And those orders are to keep you safe while you locate your alleged Arctech.
Alleged Arctech? There is no alleged, Captain. Do you see this? With this Arc core and the rest of the technology that I'll find in the Bay Area,
Just looks like a
I
dog
will
food
repair
bowl.
this world. And be its hero, of course.
You're in a restricted area. Get to your seat.
If anything happens to my gear, I'll send the bill to your superiors.
Ooh.
What an asshole.
Right?
Let's move, people. Time's ticking. What is this, a dorm room? Everyone, get to your seats. You two, let's go.
These two are characters from the show, as I understand.
No problem, Cap.
I don't know if they're voiced by them or not, but
You too.
whatever. Oh, me. Ooh. Alright, so with this being a beta, I'm going to assume that all the character customization options aren't in yet. Because basically... Oh, wait. There appear to be many more options now. Or maybe not, I don't know. There's certainly more hair. I don't know. Well, let's make one of these hideous aliens. And I did a veteran before. We'll do something different. I'm thinking survivalist, because rifle. And I have no idea. I think archetype is just like how you kind of look. We'll go with that one. Oh, hey. Check that out. Okay, well, I'm going to just look like a fool right here on camera. The interface is kind of hard to get used to. And like I said, it really does lend itself more to a controller. Using the mouse and keyboard, I had no way of knowing that was up there. There was no... Well, you know, aside from looking up. But who does that nowadays? That's so last year. So let's make our alien look especially hideous. Yeah, sure. We're just going to go with the last option on all of these and see how it goes. Eye shape. There's one that he looked... Yeah. And eye color. Ooh, that's... Yeah, why not? Hair. So yeah, there are more hairs. Oh, wow. Whoa, that's extra spinny. Okay. Thinking the last option proclamation I made was not going to be the way. I kind of like that, though. That's hideous. Hair color. Alright. Well, let's go with, do we want like sickly blue-gray or purple? Yeah, let's go with purple. Facial hair. Oh, yeah, you look like a winner there. Oh no, that's the look. Oh, and they have markings. Okay. Yeah, sure. Blemishes? Yeah. We'll just blemish you up. Yeah, there we go. And face paint. Wow, you can just totally... Yeah, there we go. An upstanding member of society. Alright, and his name. We are going to call you... Wilhelm. Yes, indeed. Name already... Damned MMOs. We will call you... Skullface Robinson. That's right, not in use. I would have been really surprised.
Now, Arcunner.
Hold on, Captain. That one isn't wearing your beloved uniform. They don't take orders from you.
Are
Sorry
you sure?
about that, friend.
We land in 10.
It's a uniform.
Strap in.
I never got to brief you on your ego implant, so we really need to... What the hell?
Sir, they need you on the bridge.
I think I will actually get to my seat. When we land, don't go anywhere. The ego activation can be a bit jarring without a proper briefing.
Relax. It's just a little turbulence. Completely normal.
No, it's not. We're all gonna die.
She's actually
I
quite
like her.
charming once you get to know her.
Alert. All integrity compromised. Initiating evacuation sequence.
We're
Alert.
going down.
All integrity compromised. Evacuation pod launch 83.
Alright, so things didn't go well. But it's okay because Paul Schaefer said he was going to help us. I mean, whatever his name is.
Brace yourself, Cass. This could be real bad. Okay. Which one of these dealies opens this bitch? Nice. Holy Stocko. You're alive.
And hideous.
Name's Cass Ducar. I saw you land. Well, maybe that's not the right word. It was more smashing into the ground than landing. I sort of expected you to be a bowl of soup in there. What are you doing?
Tripping the hell out, lady.
Whoa, are you okay? Do you need help? Help? Can you hear me? You need to sit down. Here, sit down before you pass out. I'm sure you took more than a bump to the head, so rest. Get your feet under you. I'm gonna go see if anyone else needs help. Oh, you might want to arm yourself a bit more. The locals aren't known for their charm.
Hello. Oh, good. You can hear me now. I can sense your nervousness, but don't fret. I'm the
Do I
environmental
look
guardian
nervous?
online device that was injected into your body. You can just call me Ego. Please forgive me. I'm having some trouble getting all the behaviors activated, so we might experience a few hitches at the beginning. But I'll sort it out. We have lots to go over, so we should start.
Alright. So first I will say the game does look pretty darn good. I mean, it's beautiful. The explosions in particular look really nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started here.
We need to find Mr. Von Bach, but first, we'll need to gear up. Von Bach Industries had personal defense technologies aboard the Stratocarrier. I placed a marker on our map where we'll find some.
We've already got dudes there. And ever so often, you'll find one of these around, well...
Excellent. Once you equip that, it will allow me to activate the shield.
Normally they just give you ammo. And it will not let you move until you do what it wants here. So here's where you can maybe start to get the hint of what I meant when I said that this game kind of rides on the success of others.
The shields are running. We're going to
This
need another
is
weapon.
basically
I'm picking up
Borderlands.
a signal from a crashed mobile armory.
Only, you know,
Let's hurry. We
not
need to collect
funny.
the necessary equipment as soon as possible so we can start looking for Mr. Von Bach. According to my readings, those creatures are actually humans. However, their DNA is severely mutated.
Okay, lady. Enough talking now. So yeah, this game essentially is Borderlands. All of the mechanics are the same. The driving is somehow worse, because there is driving. The aiming is really loose in this. The thing that really annoyed me about it, more than anything, and what ultimately inspired me to switch to a controller, was the fact that when you aim down the sights of your gun, there is this ridiculous sensitivity loss, and it's just really jarring. I mean, I can see it being useful for, you know, sniping situations, but I mean, if I'll just try to give you an idea here. I'm moving the stick at the same speed here. Now I'm aiming. Okay, it's really not as noticeable when you're playing with a controller. It's still there, but not nearly as bad. I think that's a player. I'm a player, you idiot. Sorry. I should not call somebody an idiot for doing what I just did. Alright. So here we will get a weapon.
Nothing beats the
And you see I cannot move.
sniper rifle. One well-aimed shot could mean the end of an enemy.
Okay, so apparently we got a sniper rifle. So we'll equip
Particular
that.
weapon types work better for specific situations, so you'll want to get used to switching back and forth between the primary and secondary weapons. I'm detecting some explosives
I
nearby.
know.
We could definitely use those. I've put the location on the map.
This is what I mean by the ammo crates. Find these, you just hold X or whatever, and it just fills up your ammo. Pretty nice to have around. They seem to place them fairly regularly throughout the world. See the nice explosions I was talking about. Let's test out this rifle. Pretty good. Not bad. So we'll go up here and we'll learn a little bit more about powers and whatnot after disposing of these weird looking guys. Hey, hey. Ah, you son of a bitch. Now, the minimap tells me there are guys here, but I don't see them.
This supply pod is filled with grenades. Grab one and equip it.
Now, the grenades, as best I can tell, are just a cooldown. And this is, you know, kind of like Borderlands again, a grenade mod.
Pin, throw, and get out of there.
Okay. Go ahead and get some more ammo, because why not? It's free. And then we will talk to this lady to turn in our mission.
Now that we're geared up, it's time to train you on the ego powers.
Okay. So when you see this mess on the ground here, basically means just go there.
While using cloak, you are completely invisible to enemies.
So let's
Use
try
the
cloak.
power to sneak up behind the projections and attack.
So we get behind them.
Now we'll test the overcharge power. While using overcharge, your damage inflicted on the enemy is significantly increased. Shoot the projection while overcharge is activated.
Wow, accuracy's really bad when not zoomed in.
Decoy power now. Decoy allows us to create a projection in your likeness that will fool and distract the enemy. Take down the projections while they're distracted by your decoy.
Whoops.
The blur power is now enabled. Blur will allow us to move at extreme speeds and increases melee strength during close combat. With Blur active, rush the projections and strike them with melee attacks. Good work. You'll need to choose an ego power for me to integrate.
Alright, so those are the same basic 4 powers that everyone gets, and at this point you basically just pick which one you're going to roll with. They're okay, you know, and you can enhance them a little bit later on from what I can tell. I'm just not real sure I like the idea of there being no real classes. Anytime I've seen a classless system for an MMO, it's not grabbed me right away. And I think Blur is nice for more of an assault frontline kind of character. Overcharge, definitely kind of in the same vein, not nearly as useful for a sniper, I don't think. Decoy could be nice, Cloak could be nice. I think I'm going to go with Cloak. What the hell? I haven't tried it before. So we'll go with that.
Nice choice.
And you can see it unlocks these.
Surprise and subtlety.
So deal more damage from behind, regenerate ammo on a critical kill.
Can anyone hear me? I need help down here. It looks like the mutants
More
are getting
damage,
organized for an
we're
attack.
moving toward you. Okay.
No, we better help her.
More damage when higher than the enemy. So, you know, get super baked before you attack. And after your shield fully recharges, you deal more damage with the next shot. There's a lot of that kind of ability I've seen. Deal more damage while crouched. That could be interesting, except most of the cover, if you're crouched behind it, you actually have to stand back up physically to be able to shoot over it. Ambush, you deal more critical damage to enemies that are not engaged in combat, so that could be neat. But we'll worry about that when the time gets there. So the hologram lady wants us to go help Cass, who is the hot alien chick who got us out of that escape pod or whatever. So we'll go do that, because why not? But yeah, as far as mechanics-wise, you can hopefully see what I mean about this basically being Borderlands. Oh, bullshit. He glitched right... Let's see if... Oh, yeah. Don't even have to get headshots on these guys. Alright. But yeah, the mechanics are... They're all there. They're exactly the same. This essentially is a slightly more realistic looking and serious Borderlands that is always online. So if that sounds interesting to you and you watch television, which I really kind of don't, then this will probably, you know, could be something that you should be interested in.
Any survivors.
Did I really miss that guy? Screw you, buddy.
I have the ability to hack into most computer systems. Get to that thorium reactor, and I'll see what I can do.
Ah, I thought he was going to keep going. Alright, so we'll just run up here, hit this guy in the face.
Excellent. I was able to reactivate the fissile materials. The reactor will overload and blow this entire base off the map. But we'll need to keep the mutants from disrupting the process.
What did you do to that thing?
Fine, I'll throw a grenade. Happy? I'm not sure if there is kill stealing in this game or not, but I always feel bad. And there we go. Charge in for no apparent reason. Climb the wall. Awesome. He's so hideous.
You have an ego implant, don't you?
What?
That's
No.
Amazing. First time I've ever seen one in action. You know, I think we're gonna make one hell of a team. A little backup can take you a long way in this crazy place. I'm heading to the crash site. They're gonna need help. I'm sure we'll be in contact. Arc Hunter.
So I don't know if she's supposed to be like the forced love interest of this game or what, but seems that way. Now, what the developers claim is that this game and the show are actually going to interact in some way, and if I had to guess, I would assume what that means is, because it would be unrealistic for that to work as strongly as they claim to say it will, and they haven't made any strong claims at all, but you know how hyperbole can get.
My system's reached a threshold where upgrades have become available.
Okay, shut up.
You may now spend an ego unit.
I would say what's going to happen is if there is a major event that happens in the show, they will have some kind of corresponding event going on in game. And as far as something in game actually affecting the show, I don't see that realistically happening to a great degree. That was interesting. I just don't see it. I don't know. I could be surprised.
Mr. Von Bach Bach survived.
but I don't know.
I'm picking up signals from a couple nearby evac seats. Fingers crossed that one of them belongs to Mr. Von Bach.
But overall, I really do like, the general world. I wish I understood a little bit more of what was going on. There have been times when, well, basically the entire time, I've just been doing things because it tells me to. I don't really know or care what's happening.
I'm experiencing a lot of interference. Get to an open area so I can scan the valley.
I don't know. Basically, the way I look at this is I could be playing this or I could be playing Borderlands 2. And I enjoy Borderlands 2 a little more. I'm not an alien. Well, I am, but I'm friendly.
I'm really lucky to be alive.
Everybody is shooting at me. It's great. And just like Borderlands, no fall damage. I will stop making that comparison, but I just want to be clear. It's the exact same model,
this person
basically.
Didn't make it out alive. I'm detecting a fading ego signal, which means this must have been a fellow Ark Hunter. I'm receiving several Von Bach Industry signals. One of them has to be him. Let's hurry and check them out.
Okay. Another thing that I really do like is the game takes place in what is really supposed to be kind of a post-apocalyptic Earth. This isn't some crazy alien planet or alternate world of some kind. This is Earth. And you will see places like, I think, San Francisco and whatnot in there.
My DNA scan says this is not Mr. Von Bach, but VBI employee number 130.
Not number 130.
That's not good. She was extremely important to this expedition.
Oh, man.
This is the head of the security team. If he didn't make it, then what hope does Mr. Von Bach have?
Target isolated!
Here. That ship makes all kinds of noise.
This is a deceased Von Bach Industries technician. I fear the worst. We may have lost everyone.
There. And let's move on up here and scan the last guy.
This is not Mr. Von Bach's body. This is a tragedy. I'm estimating the death count to be at least 300. Whether Mr. Von Bach is alive or dead, he doesn't appear to be near the crash site. I think we're going to need some assistance in finding him. I'm receiving an SOS from Captain Grant now. I'll patch it through.
Repeat. All unarmed and injured survivors, get to cover and stay put. We will find you. All combat-capable survivors, report to the emergency HQ at the New Freedom Rally Point. ASAP.
Hey, Ark Hunter. Did you get that E-Rep message? Meet me at the rally point.
And there she appears. This is basically just your general store. And if you go to it, like in another game which shall remain nameless, there is a special item on a time delay. That's all I'm going to say about that. Did I get a new weapon already? No. Okay. And then this, as far as I can tell, this is basically what you spend your real hard-earned money on. Other than these you can get. I'm not sure what the key codes are all about yet, though. Alright.
I I want to know why E-Rep's here. Let's find the man in charge.
So yeah, there's our lady friend. We'll just head on in here.
Repeat. The New Freedom has gone down. Heavy casualties suffered. Does anyone copy? Captain Grant, sir. The terraforming interference
Keep
is...
trying, Corporal. You keep talking to that thing until your voice gives out. Do you understand?
Sir.
I recognize you. You're one of Von Bach's Ark Hunters. But who
Are you sure it was me?
And what are you doing in my
I have
base
a
of
familiar
operations?
face.
Name's Cass. Wait. Did you just say Von Bach? As in Von Bach Industries? The dude they call Death's Merchant? What exactly is going on
It's
here?
none of your concern.
I like how earlier she did like the trademark BioWare game. I'm gonna point at you randomly while I talk thing.
Personnel or supplies, sir.
Recon spotted a rundown medical center nearby. Send one of your men to shake it down for supplies.
Yes, sir. Sir, hostiles on the ridge are sniping the rescue team. Unless they can get into the Strato in the next 35 minutes. Sir, survivors on decks 4 through 7 will likely burn alive.
That will not happen, Sergeant. Pull everyone back, but you tell those men trapped on the Strato that we will get them out.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Eisenhower. Those snipers used to be EMC. Just a bunch of bloodthirsty mutants now.
You're telling me that those things are Earth Military Coalition soldiers?
Yep. Apparently they didn't get the memo when that gig fell apart all those years ago. They think you're invading.
How do you know all this?
There's a lot of old EMC junk around here. The least of which is Project...
Yeah. Project Tranquility. I know all about it.
Humans and Votans living in perfect harmony. What a bunch of stucco.
Tranquility wasn't a combat operation. The mutants wouldn't have access to firepower capable of taking down a strato carrier.
Nope. You're on your own with that mystery.
You. Listen. No matter how much it pisses me off, protecting your arrogant boss is critical to this mission. If you help me bring some sanity to this mess, we can work together to find him. Alright then. I need to get my rescue team into New Freedom immediately, so take care of those snipers. Where do you think you're going, miss? You're gonna tell me everything you know about this restricted area that you've been wandering around illegally.
Dun dun dun. Alright, now we got a gun. I will say that one thing I really do like about the cutscenes in the game is they're much more, I guess, cinematic than I would expect. I would actually say even more so than Star Wars The Old Republic was. Because really, I mean, people are moving around, the camera angle's changing, people aren't just entering the scene and then standing there. So I do like that. Okay.
The rescue team can't move until you cross the valley and take care of the targets on that ridge.
I do hope that by the time of release they do something about the quest system in this game, because it is atrocious. You can, as far as I or anyone has been able to tell in the beta that I've talked to, you can only have one quest at a time. So if you go to turn, and this happened to me, if you go to turn in a quest that you've just done everything to complete, and you're approaching what you think is the turn-in, but you're actually picking up another quest, well, you just lost all that progress. So that's super annoying, I would say. Needs to be resolved. There's no reason for that. No excuse for it. Alright, so here we're basically just aiming to sabotage those ammo crates, and then there will be a boss fight, and that's probably where I'm going to stop it. And there is kind of an ongoing group objective, so you don't have to do it all yourself. At least I've seen that with most of these kind of quests, which is kind of cool. I mean, I don't know how this works. Using a sniper rifle like a shotgun. I don't know exactly how it works if, say, a really high-level person were to come up here. You know, could they just do everything and then we'd all get credit for it at no penalty to anyone? Because that seems kind of lame. Okay, and I think we've got that one. Looks like... Where is the other one? Oh, we got it. So that's what I mean. Somebody else got that one. I didn't have to be there. Lost time. This guy's really not all that bad. I'm probably just gonna stand like right here and repeatedly shoot him in the head. And there the game's telling us we can dodge. Like that. Oh, come on.
No surrender!
That was terrible. Oh, come on. Okay, that guy has to go. Eventually. What? Sometimes I wonder how much of it is my bad aim and how much of it is lag. There have been a few moments of lag, nothing too terrible. I take it we can... Oh, no. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna go invisible. And then shoot you in the face. In the ear. And the chest, apparently. There were some stairs that I didn't know about. And then I'm gonna get murdered. Oh, that guy's actually kind of tough. And there we got him.
I think you and I have a bright future together.
The rescue team is clear. They're heading into the New Freedom now.
Looks like you convinced Grant that us Ark Hunters can actually help out here. He said you can take one of the runners to get around. Pick it up at HQ on your way down. Otherwise, you're gonna need sturdier boots and a lot more guns.
As far as I can tell, all loot that you see is your own, so you can feel free to pick it up. What I picked up, I believe, was a shield. And that number there, 20, that's actually the level requirement for it, I think. Or maybe it's just the level of the item. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But, and you may think, oh, well, there's no way you're level 20 yet. Well, if you look down the bottom left, you see that ego rating 20. That's essentially your level, and I'm not sure exactly how you gain that or why it goes up in great big chunks, or if they just thought big numbers would be cooler. I don't know. I'm actually going to try this one out. It seems to be kind of a give and take. You lose a little, gain a little, but whatever. So now we'll head up here, and before I end this video, I will real quickly just show you the how the vehicles work, and explain why it's so much better to use a controller, and it's mainly because of the vehicles.
Nice.
All right.
We have access to a runner now. You can use it whenever you want to get around faster.
And I got a deadbolt.
One of my medics found some supplies at the Accord Medical Clinic, but he said there's mutants crawling all over the place.
Great.
Get
It
him in there so
reloads
we can
faster.
get that gear.
I'm not sure exactly, like, if if you gain experience in an exact weapon or what the deal is with that. I honestly don't know. It could be. But anyway, let me go ahead and just show you the vehicle system. You summon your vehicle and it appears a little ways in front of you. Enter it, and then you can drive around. Now, the reason why this is so terrible with a keyboard and mouse is because you have to actually turn with the A and D keys. You still have mouse movement, you know, or mouse look while you're driving, and it just, I don't know, maybe for some people that's okay. For me, that was actually pretty terrible, and ironically, the one way they deviate from Borderlands is the thing I don't like, which is kind of weird. Or I guess it kind of makes sense. But anyway, that's really about all I have to say about Defiance right now. Like I said, I haven't gotten super far into the game. The physics are obviously a little strange sometimes. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun. I think it needs to be tightened up a little bit more. But as with most MMOs in their beta stage, that is the case. So yeah. Hope you've enjoyed this look at Defiance, and hopefully it answers any questions you may have had about it if you were interested. But if you want to know more, the game should be out here in a couple weeks, and I would definitely, for this one, recommend waiting and seeing what people have to say about it before jumping right in, because I've got a bad feeling that it's not going to do well, to be honest. It's definitely got a real pay orientation to it. I will show you real quick. There's a whole section of the menu here, these boosts. You may think that this is just, you know, oh, well, you get a 10% XP boost for some reason. Not really. This is telling you you can purchase this with real-world money. So, yeah, I'd rather not. So, yeah. Apparently I have 4,000 bits, which is nice. I haven't bothered to use them because if I were to play the game, I wouldn't pay for any of this. So, I don't know. I may be pleasantly surprised by this, and if so, I'll be the first to admit it, but for right now, I would say hold off, but if you've got beta access, go ahead and enjoy it while it lasts. But, yeah, that is all I have to say for that. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.